Tech and clips.
Yeah. Okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. So Tommy Johansson dropped this one a couple of hours ago, 2 hours ago to be exact. Performing this song, Måste Finnas. Hopefully, I'm getting that pronunciation right. So I think this song was originally done by Helen. Guys, pretty sure it's in Swedish. Maybe you guys can help me down in the comment section. But yeah, I don't know this song. I've never heard it, but I'm here for Tommy's voice, and instrumentation. So about to take a listen, and at the end of the video, definitely give my take about it, But I have no doubt, Tommy is going to do his thing. Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah.
Tanken är svindlande, framför mig gapar en avgrund. Hela mitt väsen gör uppror och vill säga nej. Frågan är väckt och nu darrar min själ inför svaret. Att det inte finns till, fast jag trodde på dig. Vem skulle hjälpa mig ut här av livet här ute? Vem skulle ge mig den kraften som jag måste få? Vem skulle trösta mig? Jag är så liten på jorden. Om det inte fanns till, ja, vad gör det jag då? Men du måste finnas, du måste. Jag lever mitt liv genom dig. Utan dig är jag en spillra på ett mörkt och stormigt hav. Du måste finnas, du måste. Hur kan du överge mig? Jag vore ingenstans. Jag vore ingenting om du inte fanns. Aldrig förut har jag haft dig i tal eller tanke. Det lilla ordet som skrämmer och plågar mig så. Ordet är om jag bett alla böner förgäves. Om du inte finns till, vad ska jag göra då?
Yeah.
Vem skulle känna min ånger och sedan förlåta? Freden i själen, ja, vem skulle skänka mig den? Vem skulle så ta emot mig till slutet för döden? Om det inte fanns till, vem tog hand om mig sen? Men du måste finnas, du måste. Jag lever mitt liv genom dig. Utan dig är jag en spillra
Okay, guys. So that was Tommy Johansson performing "Du Måste Finnas," originally by Helen Strom. Guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've never heard the original. I've never heard the original song, but Tommy's voice, was absolutely, mesmerizing. I mean, right from the very first few notes, I was completely drawn, by his tone. It's crystal clear, but also carries this raw, trembling, emotion that makes you lean forward and listen harder. He built, so beautifully, from soft, almost whisper like, phrases, into these sour and powerful moments that gave me goosebumps. I could literally hear his vulnerability in the quieter parts, and then this almost desperate strength when he hits the high notes. It's like he is telling a story just with his voice, and I didn't need to understand the words, to feel it, Yeah, the instrumentation and arrangement also did it for me. The orchestration behind him, was stunning. I love how it started off, delicate, almost fragile, with gentle piano and subtle strings, then gradually, grows in intensity. There is a point where the music, just swirls up, under his vocals, and it feels like a tidal wave of sound and feeling. It's cinematic, like something out of a heartbreaking movie scene, where the main character is fighting with all they have, if that makes sense. And the dynamics, between the soft moments, and the big, powerful crescendos, definitely kept me on edge the whole entire time. Yes, for the emotion of this performance, I feel like this is where the performance, truly shines. Even though I didn't understand the lyrics, I could clearly, see the story, in his eyes, and the way, he used his hands, and his body. It was more like watching someone plead or wrestle, with something so deeply personal. There were also moments where he looked like Tommy. He looked like he might break down in tears. And other times where he stood tall, defiant. That back and forth tension made it feel so real and human. Yeah, to me, after listening to this song, I have to say this is one of those performances that prove you don't need to understand the language to understand the emotion. Tommy Johansson's delivery to me was also honest and heartfelt. And the music lifts it all to another level, guys. I loved it. I definitely loved it. So that's just my thoughts. That's just my review, about this performance. So let me know what you think about this one down in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to do a reaction to the original. I'll be so glad to check it out. Yes. If you stuck with me to edit the video, you're loved. You're very much appreciated. My name is Philip, and also the next video. Take care. Stay safe. Peace out.